Today, I'm going to be talking about an AI crypto project which I am extremely bullish on for this bull run. My sentiment has not changed. I'm still extremely bullish. Before we get into it, guys, I need to let you know, if you are new to this channel, I post every single day about low cap gems, mid cap gems, and occasionally high caps. So make sure you are subscribed to my channel. Make sure you have those notifications turned on. You're leaving a like, and we'll get straight into today's video. So guys, just want to give the disclaimer, I'm not feeling too well. I'm ill, but I'm going to persevere with the video because at the end of the day, there's no excuses. So today I'm going to be talking about Singularity Net, AGIX. And there's a few new things coming to the ecosystem that I've got to talk about today. And many of you guys who watch the channel regular or who have watched the channel regular will know that I was calling Singularity Net all the way down here. Actually lower than that. I was talking about it around a $44-43 million market cap. And that was when I was buying it, right? And I even talked about it earlier than that as well. But around 43 million was probably the average buying price. It then spiked all the way up to a huge market cap size of around 750 million, right? And you can see that obviously replicated with the price as well. So I was buying this one all the way down here, 0.04, and we went all the way up to 0.6. So I was getting some really good gains. I think around a 10 to 15x on Singularity Net or something like that was what myself and all of my Patreons got. Now, that was from the top. Now, we have declined a lot now. Don't get me wrong, we're still in major profits, but the chart has come down, as most things do when they have a parabolic shoot up like what Singularity Net had. Now, my kind of thesis in doing this video is I'm going to explain why I'm still bullish on it and where I actually see it going this bull run in terms of price. So a recent development with the Singularity Net / Singularity DAO ecosystem is the SofiaVerse token launch. This has been happening as I'm talking right now. People have been, claiming their allocation, and this is a brand new launch. So people have had the opportunity to get into this project through Singularity's DAO, through Engine Starter, and many other launch pads. So that's great to see. It's good that a lot of hype is now generating around this new project. And something to note, all kind of Singularity Net ecosystem projects or off branches give Singularity Net holders 5%. So basically every time, I think this is how it works, every time someone buys a Singularity Net project, part of that money is then reallocated into Singularity Net itself, which is a really cool feature if you want a lower risk kind of investment in the AI crypto space. Because obviously, investing in single tokens such as SofiaVerse, such as Rejuve, or some of the other AGIX ecosystem tokens, they come with a degree of added risk because you're investing in one single entity. If you invest in the broader entity, the overarching entity, which is Singularity Net, you have that added diversification and obviously that bonus of some of the money then being reallocated into AGIX. So that for me is a very good feature. And obviously the hype that this project is generating, SofiaVerse, is going to lead to more and more hype around AI and more hype around the kind of father project, which is Singularity Net and Singularity DAO. So you've got some really interesting things in terms of SofiaVerse. This is kind of what it looks like. So you've got some really interesting things regarding SofiaVerse. You guys will know Sophia the robot here. And it's kind of like a metaverse gaming / companion app related towards AI. So it's a very interesting spin-off, of the Sophia of the Sophia the robot, basically. And you can see here, this is obviously Sophia within the ecosystem, within the game, talking to you, very intelligent, not necessarily on the level of human, intelligence, because you can obviously distinguish it from a human, but it's certainly eerily close. And some people may see it as somewhat dystopian. However, if you are looking for an investment in the crypto space, you're looking for an investment with regards to AI, which doesn't just have the Singularity Net project, but also the projects under its belt, under its ecosystem, AGIX is certainly the best option. Now, this is the thing that a lot of people don't realize that Singularity Net has, and that is the AI marketplace. Many people don't even know that this exists, but this is a huge innovation. A lot of guys will use things like Fiverr, things like Upwork to gain basically freelance work. But I could see Singularity Net being like the next Fiverr or the next Upwork, but for AI, because a lot of these very basic jobs could be done by AI. You're seeing all of these things done now. People making thumbnails through AI, people making graphics through AI, people editing videos, or not people, but AI editing videos. So instead of going through all that effort of editing a video, you can send it off to an AI bot, and that can obviously edit the video for you. And you can see Singularity Net's AI marketplace has a lot of these types of things. You've got like voice recognition, you've got language kind of translations, you've got image resolution things, um, and just really, really interesting services. Now, they are wide ranging. They're not all the same. You've got obviously certain things like hate speech detection, which could be used um, for internet censorship, which may not necessarily be the best thing. But you've got all different things here. You've got loads and loads of different services, some which are rated really highly, such as a 5-star, and some which are rated on the lower end, maybe a 3-star or a 2-star like this one. So the point is, there's definitely a vision. Now, this doesn't have too much actual adoption. Not many people are actually using these services, but this is something for the future. This is quite a speculative play. In 2 or 3 years' time, when we get to the top of the bull run, I think a project like this would have had the time it needs to increase the developers on the ecosystem, and also have even more projects under its belt in terms of its ecosystem as well. So for me, you can't really get much of a better project in the AI space. And now I want to talk about price action and potential multipliers that Singularity Net could do from this current level. Now, you guys will know I was obviously buying Singularity Net all the way down here around a $40 million market cap. Now, for me, if Singularity Net goes to a $4 billion market cap, I will be getting a 100x on my money, right? 40 billion goes to 400 million. That would be, sorry, 40 million goes to 400 million. That would be a 10x. And then another 10x on top of that would be 4 billion. And that would be a 100x on my money and all of my Patreons who were in the group back then. So now we need to talk about where can it go from this current level. Now, I think if we go on that all-time chart, you can see this is obviously the all-time high for Singularity Net, which is around 700 million. I think if we're being quite conservative, I think Singularity Net can go to a $5 billion market cap this bull run. Right now, for me, the types of gains that I'm looking at with Singularity Net from this current level is more of a 20 to 40x than a 50 to 100x. And I've said this very clearly to people. I'm seeing Singularity Net as probably like a 20x project from this current level. 20, 30, if you're lucky, maybe 40x. And that is because we've already rallied a lot. This one wasn't too big last bull run. As you can see, in market cap, it was only 500 million last bull run, which isn't high at all. And it has had that major rally from obviously the whole AI trend with ChatGPT and all of that. So for me, I'm looking at this as more of a 20 to 40x project, maybe 20x on the conservative side, maybe 40x on the very ambitious side. Now, don't get me wrong, if you were buying this lower down in price, a 20 to 40x from here, when you're already up maybe 5x, is going to be huge, right? You're talking more of 100 to 200x. So it's all about your entry point. But if you were looking at buying this right now, I would be looking at maybe a 20 to 40x from these levels. And obviously, nothing in this video has been financial advice at all. I'm just sharing my personal opinions. So great project, great ecosystem. If you're looking for higher gains, more of the 50 to 100x type of gains, I would point you in the direction of maybe Singularity DAO. This one potentially has more X in terms of the multiplier potential. Or I would maybe look at, like I just said, Rejuve, SofiaVerse, those types of projects on the ecosystem, which are much smaller in market cap, therefore have a lot more potential in terms of, hundreds of X's. So I just wanted to spread some, conservative kind of realism here. I didn't want to be too ambitious and say that this can 100x because I don't think it can, or not this bull run. Maybe next bull run it does. But 20 to 40x, I think you should still be happy with. But again, this is just my opinion. You may completely disagree. Someone else may completely disagree. So that's it for this video, guys. If you did enjoy, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also, check out my Patreon page. Like I said, if you were in my group back then, you would be up multiple X's by now. And trust me on this, there's going to be so many more projects in the same situation as we head into the bull run. We are just at the beginning, guys, in terms of an altcoin rally. Just you wait until 2024, 2025. We see every project left, right, and center rallying. You guys know that the ones that do the most rallies, the ones that do the most X's, are going to be taught and told in this group. I recommend, if you're on a budget, to go for that elite tier, as you still get my buy alerts and access to my portfolio. If you want to be on the more serious end, these are the two tiers that I always recommend. The VIP Plus tier gives you the Telegram access, huge network, huge community. Everyone's in it all the time, really active. You get webinars, you get buy alerts and sell alerts and stake alerts. So you can track everything I do in the market. If you want to put your trust in me and track everything you can, I'm not saying that's what you should do, but at least you have the option. And obviously, you've got those webinars as well, Monday to Friday, educational style content. If you want to be even more serious, go for that boss tier. You can book a one-to-one call with myself. We can go over any of your crypto needs, whether it's sorting out your portfolio, whether it's going through individual projects and me reviewing them, whatever it is, I have you covered. So hit that link in the description and check it out. Thank you guys all for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you in my next video tomorrow. Goodbye.